Hello and welcome to today's meditation. We're going to do a body scan meditation. I personally prefer to do these while laying down, so that is an option for you. If you prefer to take a seat, I would just suggest that whatever comfortable seat you find doesn't require a lot of muscle engagement so that you can be present with the meditation instead of concentrating on posture and keeping yourself still. So to start, let the eyes either close or the gaze come downcast as you slightly shutter the eyelids, whichever is more comfortable for you. We're just going to start with an easy breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And again, in through the nose and out through the nose. One more round in and out. Continue to breathe as you perhaps bring one hand to the heart and one to the stomach, noticing how the one hand lifts with each inhale and descends with the exhale, and the other hand starts to notice the beat of the heart, ever so slight. And then you might notice that there's a natural syncopation that comes with your breath and your heartbeat as you just breathe. And now we're going to do a little bit of box breathing. So we'll inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. Out 2, 2, 3. Excuse my counting. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. And elongate in 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. Longer in 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it go. Let your breath come back to normal. Let the arms come by the sides if that's comfortable for you. Palms can face up or down. Eyes will stay in whatever relaxed state you have them. And bring your attention to the very top of your head. Any sensations you may notice. And throughout our meditation, you may notice sounds around you. Mentally acknowledge them and just come back to where we are. Your mind might drift and just come back to where we are in the practice. And let your attention slide to the middle of the forehead, between the eyebrows. Any sensations, any non-sensations. Let your attention come down to the divot right above your upper lip. And then slides all the way down to that hollow at the base of your throat. You might notice pressure here. You might notice sensation. Your attention slides out to the right shoulder and the right elbow and the right wrist. Noticing the places in between before you hit each joint. And now your attention slides into the middle of the right palm, and then out to the tip of the right thumb, then to the right index fingertip, and the tip of your middle finger, the tip of the ring finger, and the tip of your pinky finger, and back into the palm. And we slide to the wrist, up to the elbow, and up to the right shoulder. Noticing any sensations. Attention comes to the base of the throat before sliding to the left shoulder, and the left elbow, and the left wrist. The attention slides into the palm of the left hand before sliding out to the tip of the left thumb, the tip of the index finger, the tip of the middle finger, the tip of your ring finger, and the tip of your pinky. And then we slide back to the palm before finding our wrist, sliding over the arm to the left elbow, sliding over the upper arm to the left shoulder, and then coming to settle back in the base of the throat. And the attention slides down to the middle of the breastbone, your heart center, place where you feel safe. And then slides down to about 2 inches above your navel. Right around your solar plexus. This is where the seat of you comes in. Paying no attention to any extraneous sounds. And then the attention slides down the abdomen so it centers between the hips. And slides over to the right hip. Sliding down the thigh to the right knee. Down the shin to the right ankle. And fans out across the top of the foot to each of the toes, starting with your biggest and moving to your smallest. Now slide your attention along the bottom of the foot. Notice any tension or soreness you might have there. And then to the heel, and up the Achilles to the ankle. And then you slide over the calf to the back of the knee. And then up the back of the thigh and the hamstrings, moving into the right glute. And then we come back to the abdomen, the space between the hips, before sliding to your left hip. Pause and notice any sensation. And slide down the thigh to the knee. And slide down the left shin to the left ankle. And we fan out across the top of the foot, noticing any sensations before slowly going through each of the toes, starting with the big toe to the smallest toe. You might wiggle your toes here just to help your concentration. And then we slide onto the sole of the foot. Notice any soreness, any tenderness, any sensations, or even lack thereof, before we slide to the heel and up the Achilles to the left ankle, sliding over the left calf to the back of the kneecap, and up the back of the left thigh and hamstrings, coming to the left glute, breathing into the space, and coming around to that center in the stomach between the hips. And take a moment to bring the attention to your sacrum, your root. And then we'll come back to that space between the hips and pause for a moment. Then come to the navel. And the attention rises up to that space 2 or 3 inches above the navel in your solar plexus. Maybe you see colors. Maybe you see nothing. Maybe you only feel your stomach moving in your last meal. Or anything in between and beyond. And then you slide up to that space in the middle of the chest, right in the middle of your breastbone. The attention comes to the base of the throat and somehow moves out to both shoulders, down both upper arms to the elbows, down both forearms to the wrists. It moves into the hands and the fingers before sliding back into the palm and back to the wrists, up the forearms into the elbows, from the elbows over the upper arms into the shoulders, into the base of the throat, into the divot just under your nose and on your upper lip, into that space between the eyebrows, and back to the top of your head. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Maybe the eyes start to flutter open. Maybe they stay softly closed. Start to bring awareness, full awareness into the whole body as you wiggle fingers and toes and rotate wrists and ankles, maybe bending the knees a little bit and the elbows.